How's it going out there, world? What's up, TikTok family? So, I had forgot my book earlier and I put my post up, but I did not get to read. And I'm going to be honest, um, real quick, if you log on and you didn't know, my name is Oliver. I can't read. For those of you who follow me, I'm on a journey to fix that. Um, I will say all the positive comments and everything that y'all gave me today got me hyped up. So, what I'm going to try to do is read on live. Uh, I feel like there's no better way to put myself out there. Um, if it builds up more traffic, it's only going to make me want to do it more. So I look at it like this is one of those things I should be doing extra on. Like I should be really like always on live, always going because it in no matter what shape or form, the more positive energy I get, the more I want to do it. And in the end of the day, if I do extra on this, and I end up just becoming a better reader out of being extra, man, I done tricked myself into being a good reader. So, uh, with that being said, I'm gonna read a little bit from my quote book, and I hope you like it. I promised myself like 5 pages a day. So what I'm gonna do is 5 pages right now. That's what I'm gonna jump on to. So if you want to hear me just read off again, I'm not really good at reading, but I'm just gonna go ahead and just give it a roll. 5 pages out of the quote book, and again, I'm doing this because I put a post up and people really recognized it and took it into a different place and was real positive about it, and it gave me the type of energy to think like, man, I was scared to put up something like this. Like I can't read and I'm gonna just read on live. I was scared to do something like this, so I was like, man, maybe this is something I should do because there might be a lot of other people who are scared to do something like this. So yeah, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. Huh. That one, I know. So a lot of these I will kind of be able to read because I read it before, but still, it'll get hard. If I just jump on and choose, that can get hard too. Okay. Our life is shaped by our mind. We become what we think. Joy follows a pure thought, like a shadow that never leaves. I try to say the name sometimes, but I don't know how to pronounce them. But I think this is Guadama Bandi Buddha, or Guadama Buddha, Guadama Buddha. I think that's it. Carefully watch your thoughts, for they become your words. Manage and watch your words, for they become your actions. Consider and judge your actions, for they have become your habits. Acknowledge and watch your habits, for they shall become your vows. Understand and embrace your vows, for they become your destiny. Mahatma Gandhi, I think that is. So yeah, so if you're logging on, I can't read, but I'm teaching myself to read. So right now I'm on here teaching myself how to read. Um, with the encouragement from everybody else, I wasn't able to go live or anything like this, but with the encouragement from everyone else, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna just keep stretching this. I don't even care. So I'm gonna keep reading. I'm gonna keep going, and hopefully more people get me hyped up. No matter what your choices are, you truly have no control about what people think of you. Neve Campbell. So a lot of these I have read before, but I'm just jumping in and just reading them now. Sometimes that can throw me off, but I've gotten better. This is a quote book I had bought off of Amazon, and I don't know, having a hard time in my life, it resonated with me. I was so deep in my thoughts and I want to be a motivational speaker. And I was like, man, I'm just buy this motivational quote book. And since then, it's been like, man, my God, man, I'll be honest. I love it. I love just hearing the things people say in here. It's kind of like what people said positive on the post that made me want to jump in and do this. So it's just good energy coming from a place when you didn't have that, growing up. Second page. There is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will. I don't know how to say this name, but I'm gonna try it. Akapatus, Akapatus, Akatapus, Akat, Ek, Ep. Oh shoot, Epictuous. I think I got it. Epictuous. The philosophy of Epictuous. I think. Who would have thought? I think that was right. The only thing you sometimes have control is perspective. You don't have control over your situations, but you have a choice about how you view it. Chris Pine, my man said, "What?" Yo, do you know the wildest thing about this? When I could not read, being a young man, having no male figure in my life, if I just had this damn book, I would have saved myself so much trouble. So many issues. There's so much great knowledge. Some of our struggles involve making decisions, while others are a result of the decisions we have made. Some of our struggles result from choices others make that affect our lives. We cannot always control everything that happens to us in this life, but we can control how we respond. Many struggles come as problems and pressures that sometimes sees pain. Others come as temptations, trials, and tribulations. Lionel Kendrick. Bruh. These is gems. How do you even speak like this, man? At the end of the day, you are in control of your own happiness. Life is going to happen whether you overthink it, overstress it, or not. Just experience life and be happy along the way. You can't control everything in your life, but you can control your happiness. Holly Holmes. This is amazing. Holly Holmes, whoever you are, girl, kudos to you. I can control my. Ooh, sorry, I'm at the beach. I'm about to go do my workout. I do things like that. Just park at the beach and then just go work out. Um, a little bit about me. My name's Oliver. I drove from Pennsylvania all the way to California, so the beach kind of is like a home sometimes to me. I can control my destiny. Hold on, am I here? Oh yeah, Holly Holmes. I can control my destiny, but not. I can control my destiny, but not my fate. Destiny means there are opportunities to turn right or left. Mm. But fate is a one-way street. I believe we all have the choice as to whether we fulfill our destiny, but our fate is sealed. You see, I get better reading when I get into it too. I can feel that. Hmm. Thank you. You are doing awesome. Thank you. Thank you very much. Got second page done. I'm doing 5 pages. I'm gonna start doing this all the time. Why not? Especially with great, people encouraging me on. Heck yeah, this is cool. There is a lot that happens around the world we cannot control. We cannot stop earthquakes. We cannot prevent droughts. We 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 cannot prevent all conflict. But when we know where the hungry, the homeless, and the sick exist, then we can help. Jack Skwalskowski. Jane Skwalskowski. Jane Skwalskowski. I might have said that kind of messed up. Sorry, Jane. I don't mean any disrespect to the people who might have said these quotes. I just can't read it. I can be changed by what happens to me, but I refuse to be reduced by it. Mm. If someone had told me that in like 16, I could have been all right. Yeah. Well, script, you got it now. And I can read it for myself. And hopefully, if you're young out there and you're getting to read this and see this, man, like these are really good things to read. So if you do start learning, you read, you're going to learn these good things that, right here. This stuff's out there for everybody, all people, every shapes, forms, and colors. You can just pick this up and learn things like learn, learn. Like, wow. Uh, sorry. Okay, I read that one. I'm going to read the name Maya Angelou, letter to my daughter. Why worry if you have done the very best you can? Worrying won't make it any better. If you want to be successful, respect one rule. Never let failure take control of you. Leonardo DiCaprio. I think that's the actor. I don't put me in it. No, is that Leonardo? Yeah. What? But listen, again, school wasn't my biggest thing, so we're gonna always remember that. But I think that's an actor. But hey, that's a gem. Sometimes you gotta watch with these actors, though. I don't know if he said that on his own. Might have got that from somebody else. But if he did, good stuff. I mean, it's good stuff. Inspiration is one thing, and you can't control it. But hard work is what keeps the ship moving. Good luck means work hard. Keep up the good work. Kendrick E. Banks. EU Banks. It's a EU and then bank, like a bank, like a bank that you put money in. But EU Banks. So would that be EU Banks or E Banks? E Banks? U Banks. U Banks. Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, so it's U Banks. All right, where did we go from there with U Banks? How did I lose that? Oh, got you. All right, next one. This one's a little longer. After one has been in prison, it is the small things that one appreciates. Being able to take a walk whenever one wants, going into a shop and buying a newspaper, speaking or choosing to remain silent. The simple act of being able to control one's person. Nelson Mandela. Well, Nelson Mandela. I knew this one because I was in prison for 5 years. And this is true. And that's why I don't mind getting on live and telling people that I was in prison for 5 years. Because at one point in time, I wouldn't even have done that because I was embarrassed. I was ashamed of myself. But I was just a baby. Yeah, I went to prison. I was just a child. I was like 19, 20 when I got in trouble. Oh, 34 now, if you just want to know how old I am. But yeah, new person, new man. And I wish I had this to help me because I wouldn't have been such a scared little boy inside of jail. I tell you, I was more scared than anything. People tell you jail, man. Mentally, it's not physically. It's scary because it's a little boy, It's just a kid. Control what you can control. Don't lose sleep worrying about things that you don't have control over. Because at the end of the day, you still won't have any control over them. Cam Newton. Darn, that's dope. And that can just sum up right where I was at because I was like saying, like, hey, you've been in trouble before, things happen, blah, 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 blah. And that's how I look at it too. I'm not gonna lie to you. So if you're a young person out there, listen, if you made a mistake, I don't care what it is. If you're injured, I don't care what it is. It's not the end of the day. If that heart's still beating, if you waking up every single day, listen, it's gonna be hard, just like me reading. I want to be a motivational speaker, but I know that entails me being able to maybe possibly read a book that I might write, or maybe being able to write a book or something in that form. But I need to learn how to read. I'm broken right now. My woman, my man, my child, whatever they use for, whatever you want to be. My energy. That's what we use it. You don't even have to be a person. I'm broken right now. And trying to fix a part of me so I can become this version of me. So if you got any messed up parts going on or anything you got, don't that's yesterday. Today we're gonna start doing right. We're gonna start reading. Let's go. All right. I think that's my third one, two, three. That's my fourth page right now. But if you get what I mean, but I'm basically saying do not give up, no matter what. I'm 34 years old and I'm gonna teach myself how to read. Better than anybody I know. And then if that's not motivation, I don't know what will be. So let's do this. We got it's kind of funny though. Cause you jump in like, all right, let's get it. It's like you stumble. Regardless of how you feel inside, always try to look like a winner. Even if you are behind this is not a word I'm gonna know. Even if you are behind a sustained, I think that is sustained look of control and confidence can give you a mental edge that results in victory. Arthur she? Is that Ashe or Ash? Because it's a she. Ash. Ash. She. We want to say Ashe. Ash, because ashy just don't sound right, and I'm pretty ashy myself, so I wouldn't want to be called ashy. Um, I'm not the perfect person. I'm not the most happy person. I get angry and I get mad sometimes, but I try my best to control my thoughts. Ooh, that hit me hard because I'm very similar to that. Oh my gosh, wow. I used to get so angry, and now I look at myself and I'm like, why did you do that? Why would you hurt yourself like that? Why would you get angry? I get angry and I get mad. I used to do that sometimes, but I try my best to control my thoughts because that flows throughout your body. Ah, I knew it. See? And I didn't have this information, but I knew every dang time I was getting mad and angry at myself that it was you know what I mean? Like it became me. It was like in everything. I slept angry. Everything was mad, It's like, but it comes in these weird shapes or forms. So stop frowning and do more smiling. That's how I used to train myself. I just smiled all day, even when wasn't even happy, and it worked. So, um, throughout your body, that is a word that I do not know. But if you know this person, then you know who I'm talking about. But I'm gonna try to pronounce it. It is Karushi Tran, Train, Tran, Tran. Tan is Tan. So I feel like if you put an R with tan, that should be Tran, right? Tran. And then Karu, I don't even know why I know that. I feel like I've seen that in like something, but it just sounds like Karu Ichi. Karru, and then Eche. So Karu Ichi. Karu Ichi or something. That kind of hurts my head. It's just so embarrassing because you're like fully you're fully in like what's going on with me, and that's embarrassing because I've never done this. I was so angry in school. All these teachers messed me up. When I fell behind, I got so angry when they would try to make me learn something in front of other kids. I was so embarrassed. Oh my God, I used to want to cry. It hurt my soul. I used to run out the classes and cry outside the room and Oliver, read page 50. I'm like, well, no, damn well I don't know how to read, girl. Why the hell would you? And I used to be, put my head down, and all the kids would look at me. Damn, man, oh, that shit hurts my soul now. And I would just run out the classroom. Oh, that hurts so bad. Why? Why would they do that? These grown-ups knew I couldn't damn read. Why they used to do that, like to pick on you, man, like to get you this. And you knew it. You'd be like, don't call me, 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 and boom, they would do it. And again, I was in special ed. There was only like 8 of us in the class. So, they knew what they were doing. They knew who they was messing with. So, anyways, I can only control myself, my actions, my work ethic, and my attitude. And that word make you feel like you wanna felt like my tongue was gonna break. Right? Worth ethic, and my attitude. Ali Krieger. See, the good thing about reading, I don't have a vocabulary larger than what I didn't read. But now that I'm reading, my words I use expanded. I got more words like ethic. No, I'm not using that ever. Yeah, I love your work ethic. I would never say that. I mean, no, I probably wouldn't say ethic. I would say like I love your drive. I love how hard you go because those smaller words I used, I would fill into using my vocabulary. But now, ethic. I love your work ethic. There you go. Yeah, just sounds like. Anyways, where did I leave off? I don't know. This is another problem that I have. I found it. Ali Krieger. Okay. The highest possible stage in moral culture is when we recognize that we ought to control our thoughts. Man, now listen to me. I know this, by myself, but to hear it, and read it and now know it was there before I know now at 34. Like I could have knew it at 18. Whew, man, I can see it now. Like, yo, your mom's ugly. Punch him in the face. You know what it's about. Why would you even stoop to that level? You know your mom's not ugly, and that's an opinion. Oh, yeah, cool. Let's keep walking. Well, now I can do that, but the information was in the book. I couldn't read, so I didn't know. So I punched. Of course. I'm sure many of you's done that too. Yeah, so we're off that one. And that was Darwin, the Descent of Man. Wow, that sounds like it's amazing. Whatever it is, I don't know if that's a movie or like a book or something, but man, cool. Sounds cool. Sounds really like it's important. Negative emotions will challenge your grit every step of the way. While it's impossible not to feel your emotions, it's completely under your power to manage them effectively and to keep yourself in a position of control. When you let your emotions overtake your ability to think clearly, it's easy to lose your resolve. Travis Bradbury. Bradbury. Wow. Thanks, Travis. If anybody knows, I don't, again, if these things get, because I know how these things can kind of work. I've seen things go viral and stuff happen. If it does, I don't want this stuff to go viral. And if it does, I mean, I'm pushing it in positive energy anyways. I'm not trying to be negative, but I'm not just making jokes about these people's names. I don't know how to read them. Okay. I'm just telling you. The Bear of Sun, I'm at the beach, so it's like all up on me today. I don't get upset over things I can control because if I can control them, there's no sense in getting upset. And I don't get upset over things I can't control because if I can't control them, then there's no sense in getting upset. Bruh, bruh. Okay, noted. I gotta double back on that one. Spin back on that. Oh, I almost crook my neck. That hurt. Anywho, Mickey Rivers. That's who I think it is. Oh, let me read some of these. These are cool. You are correct. Thank you. There is something powerful in reading. Sometimes, ooh, sorry about that. Ugh. Sometimes, oh no, some in reading something you know is true. Yeah, there is very something powerful about that. I really appreciate that. Great job. Eubanks, yeah, he said. Oh yeah, you helped me out on that. Doing great. Thank you. You're doing awesome. Thank you. Keep going. You got this. Thank you. All right. All right. Let's put this back on. Let's hit off. I still got to finish off half this page and another page because I got 5 pages. I'm promising myself. This is the coolest thing because you're here watching me, but there was a time that I would be like, I wish I just, oh man, you know what? Teachers, if you are teachers on here, take what I'm giving you. I was in special ed. They diagnosed me ADHD and all this. That's not true. It's not true. We're just different. We need to speak loud and we need to yell out and you design the room that you want it to be your way. But now that we're adults, I can scream anywhere I want. What happened to the rules? Where'd they go? It was just because I was in your class and you were so stuck in your ways. Stop it. Let the kids dance. Put some music on. Let them have fun. They're kids. Look at you now. Always work, work, work. That's what I mean. All right. Let me get back into this. I don't get upset. Oh, I just read that, but look at it. I'm not upset. I'm just passionate about it. It's easy to fall into victim mode and feel like the world is against you. The truth is, people aren't against you. I always get these mixed up because they like put the words like They, and then the little, I don't know what that is. It's like a little hook at the top of the letter. I don't want to say apostrophe. I want to say an exclamation mark. I want to say a, I don't know, another one. But I want to say one of those, but I don't know which one of those it is. And then it's a ER. So I want to say there or there or there. Okay. Oh, an apostrophe. Did I say that? Thank you. It's an apostrophe. Thank you. Okay. It's an apostrophe. I have an apostrophe E. R E. There. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. So, so just for though, but see, this is what I'm saying. If you were a teacher, I'm that kid. This is me. I'm silly. I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna, but it's all in good. Let the kid do it. He's not trying to hurt or nothing. So I said, out, not Peter. I don't know what that means though. I don't know what that means. I wish I knew what that means though. You got it right. They are. They are. Oh, they are. They are. But smooch the a pitta. I don't know what that means. See, that's like so challenging right now. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Maybe I should Google that. What is a pitta? Or I feel like I'm I'm gonna be like feeling stupid about this one, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm gonna get it. I promise. I'll figure it out. So, oh yeah. So which one did I read? Oh yeah. So the fall victim one is how you react and respond to the chaotic dance of life. Wow, that is Kalari, or Curly, Curly. That's Kerli. I think that's Curly. I want to say Curly. I don't want to say Kyrely or Kierly. Yeah, I overdo it sometimes, but yeah. Next one. To enjoy freedom, we have to control ourselves. Virginia Woolf. Oh, if you know who that is, and if I said that right, man, and you know what Virginia Woolf, if you leave stuff in my like page, if you just go and just like make like book recommendations of things, if I'm reading these people or something, that'd be really, 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 really cool. Because I don't know what these people are or where they come from, but they must be somebody important to leave a quote like this. To enjoy freedom, we have to control ourselves. Wow, wow, that is so amazing. Bottom line, I removed myself from the victim mentality and took control of my life. I'm not just going to take responsibility. I feel like I should read it with like how he's saying it. Like, I'm not just going to take responsibility for the success in my life. I'm going to take responsibility for the failures in my life. When you're willing to accept that, you are the problem. When you're willing to accept that, I learned that you are. Oh, I feel like I've learned this before though, but thank you again. No, I didn't. I don't. It's credit to you, and to whoever has ever helped me before. If I didn't give you the credit, so I'm just so happy because I just learned that. When you're willing to accept that you are the problem, you immediately become the solution. Mm-hmm. I and I learned something. So you are helping me in this amazing way. At I don't know how to read that name, but thank you. My autocorrect freaked out. I got you. I actually didn't see your comment until after I commented. Oh, cool. I'm so happy that you're getting to know each other. If you don't know each other, but if you do know each other, I'm happy you're, or do or don't. But anyways, great stuff. This is like a great, like, informative thing. I feel like I have tutors. Like, this is amazing. You just gotta kind of see me through the journey. I'm like, let's go. Anywho, where were we? Um, that was yeah. So that was Eric D. Thomas, and I know how to read that name because I know an Eric D. Thomas. I know an Eric D. Thomas from motivational speaking. I'm obsessed with motivational speakers. So that's why I'm saying that. And but he goes by ET. So I don't know him like that, but I just know because I listen to him like every single day, probably all day, probably right now if I wasn't on here. But I think his name is Eric D. Thomas. But if it is, I'll read it one more time. Bottom line, I removed myself from the victim mentality and took control of my life. I'm not just going to take responsibility for the success in my life. I'm going to take responsibility for the failures in my life. When you're willing to accept that you are the problem, you immediately become the solution. Eric D. Thomas. Let's get it. Let's drop the mic on Eric D. Thomas. Let's do it. And if that is, please, if you know, let me know if that is him because that I think it's ET, the motivational speaker. He's like one of my favorite speakers. I don't know if these are the people, but yeah. Uh, 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 One of the hard lessons to learn in life is that there are some things you can control and some things you can't. If you want a short recipe for being frustrated and miserable, this is it. Focus on things you can't control. So if you focus on things you can't control, you will be miserable. If you don't know that by now, I just opened you up to a new thing. Great for you. So that's John. But by the way, I think that's how you say his name. Please, if I said that wrong, I'm so sorry. But it's by the way, like so, it's all one word. It's not separated. But if that's his last name and I said it and it's not like Bothaway or something or but I'm sorry, you know, whatever Bothaway or Bothway or Bothel or I don't know. One of the things I realize is that if you don't not do not take control of your time and your life, other people will gobble it up. If you don't I feel like I know the word that should be there. If you don't prioritize or something, but I think that's what that is. Prioritize yourself. You constant. See, I feel like I could say it better constantly, but when it's here, it's const, and then it's A-N-T. So I'm like constantly. So like, constantly start falling lower and lower on your list. Your kids fall lower and lower on your list. Wow. That's Michelle Obama. I know that name anywhere. So yeah, that's amazing. Wow. Uh, she's an amazing person. I can only hope to be as great as something like that. The best years of your life are the ones in which you decide your problems are your own. Yeah, I realize that now. And I know that my problems are definitely mine. Um, you do not blame them on your mother. Nah, I've noticed I haven't talked much about my mom's. Mom's was she was mom's man. She was different, but she kept me alive. So yeah, I love her, man. She did some wild stuff, but she only did what she could do, what she knew to do. She only knew what she knew. She didn't know this. She knew. I don't think my mom knew how to read either. Man, I never got read bedtime stories and things like that. My dad doesn't know how to read, but he wasn't even around. But like, yeah, yeah. So yeah, that doesn't help either. That homework. Imagine homework. I don't even know if I ever read a book in school, write an essay. I don't. I'm like, how did I graduate? I graduated from high school. I'm telling you this. I don't even know how. I swear to you. Michelle Obama, read that one. The best years of your life are the ones in which you decide your problems are your own. Yeah, I read that. Yeah, you realize you're in control of your destiny. You know what? I'm going to read that one again. The best years of your life are the ones in which you decide your problems are your own. You do not blame them on your mother. The ecology, ecology, ecology. You know what? This word looks like so many words. It looks like eco. It looks like loggy, ecology, Ecology. Ecology. I feel like it looks like that because cologne looks like that a little bit. Or the president. Blame it on the president, okay? You realize that you control your own destiny. Yeah. I mean, you shouldn't blame it on no one. Nah. It's all you. It's all your problems. Your problems are your own problems. Like, yeah, yeah. You can't blame it on no one, no matter what's going on in the world. You gotta blame your stuff is your stuff, because you could be born into a world that's perfect or a world that's not perfect. Even if the world was perfect, you could still be making complaints. So that's why whatever your world is, just do something good in it somehow, some possible way. I mean, I'm not saying that people suck up what they got going on in their world and this. No, 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 no. I'm not saying that because my world was my hard world. But I don't wish my hard world on nobody. But I don't want nobody thinking that, oh, no, it was great. I had a good time. I was a kid, and whatever. We'll heal some of those things as we go down the line. But I'm not here to judge people and blame people because I made many mistakes. So many, many mistakes. I told you I went to prison for 5 years. The secret of success is learning how to use pain and pleasure. This is my last page, by the way. Yes. It's my fifth page. I made it. I might even went further. Just because I'm doing this is so great. I might even read more by accident. I did something good for me by accident. The secret of success is learning how to use pain and pleasure instead of having pain and pleasure use you. If you do that, you are. I'm so happy to just throw that out there like that. You are in control of your life. If you don't, life controls you. Tony Robbins. I know Tony Robbins from just following him, but I don't know him like that. I don't know him at all. But hey, if this is the Tony Robbins from motivational speaking that I follow, man, that's pretty cool. He says these type of things all the time. Um, Talent without effort is wasted talent, and while effort is the one thing you can control in your life, applying that effort intelligently. Ooh, the word was stretchy. Is next on the list. Mark Cuban. Wow, I think he's the basketball owner. I want to say that again. I say these things like I don't do know him, but it's hard when you reading because I'm like I don't know if he said it there's another Mark Cuban or if there's another dude. I don't know, but I think he's the basketball player owner dude. And yeah, kind of if it is him, he says stuff like this. I follow him because he does like motivational speaking type stuff too. If you drill down on any success story you always discover that luck was a huge part of it. Really? If you drill down on any success story, you always discover that luck was a huge part of it. Was it? Okay. You can't control luck, but you can move from a game with bad odds to one with better odds. Oh. You can make it easier for luck to find you. Oh. The most useful thing you can do is stay in the game. Scott Adams. This is spectacular. I responded. I don't know if you know why, but it's because I'm understanding it. It's like, what? This is mind blowing. Like, I knew this before, but not like this. Like, these are messages. Scott Adams. Whoever you are, that was amazing. The sign of intelligence, the sign of an intelligent person. Hold on, wait up. I get ahead of myself. The sign of an intelligent people is their ability to control their emotions by the applications of reason. I get the flow going sometimes, and I love it because some of these words are becoming second nature. Maria, Maria Main. This is the worst when it's like more than one. What does this mean? These things right here, like TikTok universe stuff and add live goals. How does that? What is that? That stuff. What is all that stuff? Um. Where is that? See, this is another thing. If you a teacher out there, some people like kids like us, we like or men. I say kids like look at them. Oh my gosh, I'm a man kid. You know what? I like it both. I am a kid. Maria, May. This is what I mean. This is like two N's, so it's Mannes with a little under hook. It's not the one over the letter now. Now it's underneath the letter. It's a. Mm, is that a? I don't know, but It's Mannes, and I look at that as like man's. That hurt my teeth. It's like zinging my teeth. Manny's or man's. That's how I kind of look at it. More in anger. So that's how that one is. I have two more quotes, and I'm off of this, and I'll stop ringing your ears. There is a core independence and indignity. Indignity you get when you control your own time. Travis hmm, Kalanick. Travis Kalanick. Sorry if I got that wrong. Oh, cool. Women need to be empowered to shape their own livelihoods and become CEOs of their own lives. They must be allowed to take control of important life decisions that are so often decided by others. Philomena Kawaw? Kawaw? Sorry if I got that wrong. This is amazing, though. I would have never learned this as a man from no man, and probably no one else. That is true. Women are so important in this world, and these get left out in so many ways. It's kind of got it just as bad as black people. Hmm. But hey, from according to this, you need to step it up. You need to do your thing. Keep running. Keep doing it. You got this. If there's any women on here, let's do it together. Uh, to the three people I think that are watching, thank you so much. Um, if you want me to keep doing this, I'll keep doing it. I'm gonna keep doing it anyways, though. I think I should. I think I should keep reading. I think maybe, syllables. She said, well, let me read the ecolo. Oh, thank you. Just follow. Eco, ecology. Oh, ecology. Oh, ecology. All right, I got you. Thank you. Damn it. I grew up in the 90s. Too much education lack. Yeah, yeah. Well, I read that one good. Sometimes I'll just read it and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I got that one out. Prioritize. Prioritize. Oh, so when you break them like that, that's amazing, by the way, when you do that break thing. Thank you so much. I'm gonna log off. I done almost missed my whole workout. I come down to the beach to get my workout. A little bit about myself. I just tell people, TikTok's such a great platform to just kind of open up. So I was used to like other platforms when I was coming up, but this one's pretty dope. I'm gonna stick with this one. I really like this one. And I don't know, like I feel like it can really see me through my goals. But I drove from Pennsylvania to California. I came out here with my family. I have a 9-year old. I have a son on the way, and I have a beautiful, amazing woman, and she's helped me in so many possible ways. And I drove them, my wild self, out here. I decided to pack up and told them we need to go to California, and I think we can become somebody. And she said, I believe we can. So that's what we're doing. So right now, I'm out here chasing my dream to be a motivational speaker, but also I'm a personal trainer. So this is a great place for me to train people and get people in shape. And what I do is I like to come out to the beach and do my workouts on the beach or, anywhere outside and have a good time. So keep following along. I'm going to keep reading. I'm going to keep learning because I honestly, truly believe that my success lies behind me becoming a better reader. So the crazy thing about this is I honestly believe that if I keep doing this, my motivational speaking career may just pop up. It may just come because of my reading. And if you think that's probably true too, then encourage me on and keep on helping me. You are helping. I will tell you that because I I learned they are today. How about that? Let's go. All right. So I'll see you later. All right. So how do I log out? Is there any way I can save these? That'd be so really cool. Oh man.